Hi beautiful souls, here's Julie for another video. So today the message I would like to bring to you is again timeless. So if it resonates to you, it's amazing. If it doesn't, let it go totally, because I bring message every day, so it might be for one person or another, or resonate with everyone, who knows. So the message that I'm getting for today is really about that it's time to stop procrastinating. It's time to actually move forward to what you really desire to create in your life. It can be about letting go a relationship, and I talk about that in my previous message. It can be about really listening to deep needs that are really let aside at the moment, and not it's almost like you're not the hearing, or you hearing but you don't want to hear, and that's the procrastination. And what I'm sensing is that there is I'm hearing a fuse, but it's more like fume, it's like something is boiling inside. Something is boiling inside, and I'm really sensing it around the stomach area. So you might get heartburn, or you might get stomach issue, or you might simply feel, something's boiling in the stomach and it's going to a boil in your throat, and it's not allowing you to breathe. It's creating anxiety is what I'm feeling. It's also creating a block in communicating, what you need in your life, and not being able to express that. And it's because, you're keeping it down because you don't want to explode, of course, but it's because you're not expressing fully what you desire, maybe to a person, to yourself, or to a boss, or it's something that you need to restructure in your life. I do feel it's something you're not expressing deeply within. And it's like, whoa, it's like that casserole that is boiling, and the top is actually starting to move it, and it's like, it's making the noise, like this animation movie where you see the fume going out of the ear of the personage, in the movie. It's exactly that. I'm seeing like something that is really boiling, and you might know what it is, or you actually absolutely don't know because you repress it. You repress your need. It's really what I'm feeling. And so what I'm sensing is that there is no more time to procrastinating on that, because, and I'm sorry if I say that, but it's the fact that you're pushing the emotion down is actually creating something to develop from inside. So something that is not expressed physically, I want to say something that is not expressed emotionally show up physically. So I want you to be very aware of that it's important that you go there, because your body is going to show you, what you're not expressing, or not what you are procrastinating on. And it's not about work. It's about, it could be some things you're not expressing to your boss, but it's nothing about procrastinating around I need to do. No, it's I need to be. I need to be me right now. And I'm bypassing that every single day. I'm not saying what I think. When someone do a reflection to me, I'm not in my authentic self. I'm scared to, or I'm unable to find my voice, because I'm feeling repressed, and that can be from a past story, being repressed your whole life. So it's time to take back your power. It's time to take back your power. So that is the message that I'm getting. I'm going to see if there is anything else that is willing to come out with the tarot. All right, so what do we have? Yeah, it's the same card that keep coming out, for the last 3 days. So I feel it's the theme for this week, but we're evolving into the message. It's very cool. And so you see, it's like a path you want to take, but you don't know how to get there with the Seven of Pentacle. And with the Six of Pentacle, I think, it's like almost you stuck in between those two. It's like, there is things to do, but you stuck in moving forward into that. You are, and I'm not sure you're very conscious of it, but there is some things that one want to break through. So we're getting really the same card for the last few days, which is quite interesting. And you'll get there, you know, because you have the hope. You have the hope within you that you can change, that you can evolve to some things new and beautiful. So let's see what else we need. There is the hope, you know, and I like that. You hope you have that capability, that capacity of creating this change. All right, let me take this card also that is willing to come out. So yes, again, look, we are very clear. We have something that want to cut through this moment, that want to move forward. It's the end, okay? It's the end of an era. So to me, it's like you're ending some things. You're realizing, okay, it's time to move forward. It's time to move forward. With the bear and the cloud, I feel that actually the fact that the bear is looking up in the sky is that you're searching for answer. You're searching for answer, but you're not getting them clearly. With the fog, you know, it's like you don't have all the tools yet to do that. And I feel it's really finding the way to really come back to, why am I suppressing myself? Why is it self-confidence? Is it because I have experienced deep trauma from the past? Have I been asked to shut up my whole life? I'm sorry about the language, but you know what I mean? Sometimes people don't accept you the way you are because you trigger people somehow. And then instead of blaming their own trigger, they're blaming on others. So would they have blame on you, your the way you express yourself into this life, and therefore what you did is dim your energy, dim your light to fit in? Is it that? Possibly, you know, we can do a lot of the chameleon things, you know, to adapt in this society, to adapt with the people around us. So is it some things like this that created that? So we need to put a key that you need to get is to put the finger on what stopped you from being authentic and what actually brought you to where you are. Not blaming other for that, but realizing, okay, what are my clues here? What are my clues that I can find to get the answer of the why? How did I get there? Or what happened for me to get there? Okay, let's see if there is some things. Yes, we have two cards that want to come out. So we have Peau d'Arco, Metamorphosis, and Destiny, Echinacea. So I'll show you this card. They're very beautiful. I love that. So, you know, with the metamorphosis, I think the fact that we have a womb, you know, and we see bleeding, and we have the woman, you know, who remove her mask. See, she have her mask in her hand, and she flourishing. It's almost like she's connecting to a part of herself that she didn't. So she's coming out of her head. I think she's releasing the mask, and she's coming back to her need, you know, with the bleeding. And I think even the bleeding, I feel she's losing some things, but I feel it's what it is with the bleeding. Yeah, I'm hearing she's bleeding out what doesn't serve her anymore. And I almost feel as a cry, you know, a cry to despair, but it's almost you letting go of that despair, and you're taking back your life, and you're removing the mask, and you're allowing yourself to be you. You're coming back to that deep sense of need, you know. You just cannot, you know, I mean, I'm going back, if you are a man who listen to this, it's okay, you know, because it can totally be, I feel it's a metaphor, but it's like a woman cannot let herself bleed without taking care of herself. She'll have to find solution to not bleed out everywhere. Sorry about that. But it's like, you know, it's a cycle of life also, I feel. So it's really coming back to the primal need of what the body is asking. And I think here we're coming back to the clue are the emotion. So this anger, this boiling, is your clue to understand what's underneath it. Like a bit like the iceberg. What's underneath? The top is the anger, but what is actually linked to all underneath it? So I invite you to really go there. And also when we come back to the womb, you know, I feel maybe it's related to really anchoring yourself deeply, first grounding yourself, anchoring, you know, your being, and then letting it travel to clear, you know, the anger, to clear the throat area, and to reconnect you with the divine. So I feel that could be also linked to that. Echinacea, you know, is really a plant that help with immunity. So do you need to also boost your immune system to have that capability of finding this? And is that your need right now? The throat could be like sore throat, connecting with the echinacea, so that can be also an answer within that. Is quite interesting reading today. Okay, so what do we have here? Abandon. Ooh, and it's wanting to flip around. Abandonment. So this could be the answer of the anger is being maybe because you were so different, being really rejected and abandoned by family members, by friends, because they didn't accept the way you are. But somehow, when someone rejects you and abandon you, it's because there is a part of you that also doesn't accept. And it's like the journey toward the self. So are you coming back to feeling this right now, this sense of abandonment and the reflection of your outside world, of not feeling accepted into the world, into community, or simply you not accepting this part of yourself, and therefore the reflection of the world is that for you? So it's really coming back to that primary needs. And it's not time to procrastinate around that. It's time to move forward around that. So I feel the healing that might be about abandonment is time to work through it, you know. It's not time to avoid it anymore, because it will always be on your path until you really look at it for truly what it is and you find peace with it. You forgive the people that maybe did wrong to you, but that's forgiving yourself. It doesn't mean you forget what they have done to you, but it doesn't affect you the same way it did before. So it's really a call to really listen to what this anger, this eruption is showing inside of you, to find actually the calm again. Otherwise you're going to explode. Your body is going to show you in a different way what you're not able to express. And it's really about expressing your need, and that might be to yourself, to someone around you. And I invite you to look at it. It is very important. I feel it's rapid. It needs to be done now. It's not some things to bypass and to let aside anymore. So this is the message that we needed to receive today. And breathe through that. Come back to your breath. That's what I'm feeling, because otherwise you get in anxiety motion, you know, and it's like locked here in your chest. We don't need anything else for today. So I hope this message brings you exactly what you need, and trust yourself into that process. If you need support to go there, you know that's the work I do. I'm a holistic counselor, and I have all the tools, you know, to help you to actually find the answer and go there and really come back to a sense of peace and understanding. Because when you become conscious of what's happening subconsciously in your body, in your mind, in your emotion, you become so empowered, because you understand how you work, how you can work through things on your own after. But sometimes you don't have the tools yet. You need someone to teach them to you. And that's what I do, because what I want for you is for you to really find your own answer, because you do know everything and you know from within. And that's where you need to start. You need to listening. And sometimes there is so much cloud And that may be the cloud card that came, that is impossible to see. It's like a big mess, you know. It's all intertwined with each other, it's all mixed, and it becomes a big chaos, you know. So sometimes we need someone who can actually help to actually release the knots, you know. And that's what I do. I help you to do that. So if you feel called to work with me, you know where to find me. I'm sending you so much love and wishing you a wonderful day. Bye.